Hi everybody, it's Carrie and welcome to another video. This is still part of my Vlogmas thing, which I have to give myself a little bit of a pat on the back. I'm doing pretty alright with like keeping up with this stuff. Luckily I did write down like a good deal of ideas and I'm just trying to keep the videos pretty sweet, and the good thing about me is I'm really good at talking for a long time and not getting tired of hearing my voice. Which is like always so funny because I feel like my energy is so low about, I don't know, 90% of the day. And then I get in front of a camera and I'm like, hello everybody. I'm so energetic. I feel like I use all my energy to record these videos, if I'm being honest. So yeah, this is gonna be, I think my assumption with how I'm doing is this will either be like day 4 or day 5 of the Vlogmas videos. I think the other day I kind of showed you guys some of the customs I was working on, or I did like a day in the life, and then I also did a what I crocheted in a week video, which that is like, as of right now, that is like my last what I crochet in a week video for, I don't know, my assumption is at least through December, just because I'm not really making like large quantities of items. So much of this stuff is custom orders that it's just kind of like weird. Like, I don't know how it would fit in super well. I'm still doing store stuff, of course. Like, I thought I had a decent amount of stock left over from my markets and everything, but there's some items that I literally, between restocking 2 stores and then restocking another one, and then this one store I'm supposed to be going to like in 2 days, I don't quite know what they need. You just kind of show up and see what you need. But I do know they need Christmas stuff. So I made 2 Grinches this morning. I made a gingerbread man, but I needed to switch over back into custom work. And then I'll probably do the same thing. 2 Grinches in the morning, a gingerbread man for another store. Just because I sold all of those guys at the last market, so I don't have any in stock. And like, the Grinches, I feel like, have been the best seller out of the Christmas patterns that I did. All of them are by that Madeline May Co. And I did the snowman, the gingerbread, the Grinch. My opinion is like I said, all of the Grinches have been by far like the best seller. Some of the stores literally sell out of them at the same day. I priced them at $20 at markets, and I think at stores, if I'm not mistaken, they're either 28 or 29. So it's always amazing when I see some of these items at stores, how much they sell for. And I feel like if I were to ask that same price at a market, it would be like, I wouldn't be able to move it, but I have to do those prices at stores just because of the commissions that I have to cover. If you don't know, like, most of these stores you're paying rent plus a commission on top of it, and honestly, I have found that at least most of the stores I've been in, the normal like commission fee, at least for the places around me and some other stores I've talked to, is between like 30 to 45, which is definitely a lot. So that's why I have to like upmark items at stores. Like, I even had my last market of the year, somebody like, there was a store that carried my stuff kind of like near the area, and I guess they had gone there first and they had bought like a penguin or something, which, you know, same thing, I technically would sell for $20 like if you were to purchase it from me, but the store sold it for like 28, 29, and they came up to the table and they're like, wait, I just bought something that looks like identical to this penguin, but I spent this much more. And I was like, yeah, it's because I have to cover all the fees just so I can make like somewhat close to my 20 that I want, but it never ends up being like that perfect number. You're usually always losing still something. So that's just how it is. But like I said, Grinches are the best sellers. I'll show you guys some of the things that I'm taking to this one store tomorrow. This is like some of it. Now this goes between 2 stores. This place has 2 locations, And so typically what I do is, because one of the stores is like really far away from me, it's like an hour, a little bit over an hour to get there, and the other one's like 25 minutes, I think. So typically I can kind of work it out, like I'll drop it at the location that's closer to me, and then they're willing to drive it up the next day to the other store, because I think like the employees kind of like flip back and forth. So that's typically what I end up doing. So this is like for both the stores. A lot of it was like, well, I still have like the Grinches and the gingerbread man over there. And originally I was going to be bringing snowman, but realistically I just like don't have the time, and I need to prioritize like the customs as well. So I don't think I'm gonna get into bringing like another Christmas item, especially since we're in December. It's like I can't commit to restocking all that. But yeah, a lot of it was like the penguins, squids, axolotls, possums, mushrooms, some turtles, sloths. There's actually like a few big items that I needed. Like one store sold a baby flamingo, but I sold out of all my baby flamingos at the last market. I sold all 3 of them that I had. And I'm not gonna stress myself out necessarily pushing to get that flamingo out, especially for tomorrow. I think like if I stop by there sometime again before Christmas, I'm definitely gonna drop it off if I have like time. But I was like, I can't stress myself out more. Like, I'm trying to keep my sanity. But this is all going to store tomorrow, plus the Grinches, plus the gingerbread man. I just have to like finish those off tonight, because I literally just finished crocheting them like not that long ago. But the reason we are over here today is I am going to make a few felt eyes. So I actually, let me move you guys a little bit. So I actually needed to make felt eyes for a stitch that I'm going to be finishing up for one of my Christmas orders. And then a previous person who purchased felt eyes for me, I don't know if they watch my channel. I think they do, I'm pretty certain. But I don't want to say their name just because I don't know, like some people might not want their name mentioned, but they did purchase previous felt eyes for me before, and they messaged me and said they were going to purchase 2 more of the stitch eyes. And then they had accidentally misplaced one of the noses. So I just told them, go ahead, purchase the eyes, and I'm gonna throw in that extra nose for free because they are a repeat customer. And I'm surprised anyone, like, I mean, I'm still surprised people bought them to begin with, just because it's like a new thing for me to try and do. So we're gonna make, I need to make a few more of the vinyl backing. I do have some, like enough to make 1 set of eyes. So I need to make 2 more full sets of 4 pieces. I need to cut the felt out again because I already used it all out for something else. And then I think I need to make 1 more nose, and then I'm gonna get this packaged up and shipped out so they can have it, because I definitely don't wanna like push it back. And I generally, to the best of my ability, try and ship it out the next day. I think I'm shipping it out like 2 days after, which is still fine because Etsy gives you like, I don't know, I think I put my shipping out like 5-7 days, something like that. But we're gonna make them tonight. Gonna get it all packaged up and shipped out. And I know that originally, like the previous video, I was like, oh my gosh guys, I'm gonna do like a felt eye drop again after my last market, and then it's just been so crazy with the customs, and then I've been trying to decide exactly what I'm gonna design. And then I was like, okay, well, if I start to make them, do I really want to ship everything out in December? I get a little bit worried about, like, you know, just in general, UPS shipping in December, and then everything ends up being like considerably more expensive. So I decided I think I'm gonna wait on the felt eyes until probably we get through December. I feel like I'm gonna design some for like some Pokemon and stuff, do some fun things, and then I might try and do a few safety eyes, but I'm not gonna hold myself to that. But I'm gonna have a felt eye thing definitely like in January will release more. I still have like another set of the bluey eyes. I still have things like that left over, but I don't want to commit to like completely designing something and launching it in December when I'm scared it's going to disappear if I wait until like really close to Christmas. So it's just like, it's not gonna happen. So we're gonna get started on these eyes so I can also get this packaged up, and then it can go off to the store. So like I said, I already had the vinyl done for one of them. I have 2 noses, so I need to make, well, technically I need to make 2 more, just because I'll probably go ahead and make enough for my custom that I also have to do. So that's how I'm gonna plan it. I've got some white vinyl from my last couple bluey eyes left over, so I need to just clean this up really quick. And let me get my machine turned on and my circuit connected. So I have my rotary blade. That's not sticky. I have my rotary blade on from the last time that I did this, so I think I'm just going to start with cutting the felt pieces, because I typically do that with the rotary blade since that's the machine I got. And guys, it's amazing. Even with the heat and bond and stuff, I totally did this wrong. Sorry. This is what I get for talking while trying to do this. Even with the heat and bond, I still have problems with like the fuzzies and stuff on these mats. So I do put like a little tape in the corners just to help me out a little bit. And I'm trying to use as much as the felt as possible. So you can tell I have cut noses from this one before, but I do try and use it as much as possible, just because it is a higher grade felt than like the felt you're buying at, say, like Michael's or whatever. It's more expensive. So it's like I keep like strips like these where I can cut noses off of them. And probably since I got a decent amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm gonna go ahead and probably set up my system to cut 9, because even though these noses I cut for the stitch, I use it a lot for like other amigurumi that need noses that I can get away with not sewing noses on. I've gotten really good, I feel like, sewing noses on recently because I've been sewing a lot of noses on. But if I can avoid it and it looks good, then I do. Alrighty friends, I went ahead and I cut out 3 of the felt eyes backing, just because, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and make one for the stitch eye over there. Or I don't know if I'm gonna actually like do the heat transfer tonight, but I've made the pieces and sometimes that's half the battle with me. And I went ahead and I got the vinyl done. I made the extra nose and also did some extras for myself. Now we're gonna do the funnest part of this experience, which is trying to line everything up properly. I bought this, it's on, so I'm not gonna get like, I'm not gonna get all up and personal with it because this iron is on right now. And look at my camera, doesn't want to focus on me. But I got this little mini like iron thing. Okay, so this is funny. You guys can't tell, but my camera wants to focus on the horse in the background. That's what it's tracking. It's really comedic camera. It's not like I'm the person, not the horse. Like, but I got this off of like Michael's or something. It's like a mini little like iron, and this is what I use. So let's get ironing because my camera is dying and my video storage is disappearing. What an angle, guys. This tripod's freaking me out. We're on an angle. Sorry about that. So let's get started. I've got some other heat transfer right there. It's so funny. I'm actually gonna just do them all because I'm really particular and I want to make certain that people who buy them have the best quality, so I'm gonna make all of them and then I'll give them whatever one looks best. That was dangerous. Oh, got a little crazy up in here. So friends, I only have 8 minutes, so we're gonna keep this very short and sweet, and my camera's dying. Eyes are all done, so I went ahead and like I said, I always pick out the eyes that look the best to me in terms of like quality, shape, all that type of stuff. I try and give people who purchase the eyes like the best ones I have. I've got 2 stitch eyes that come with the nose plus 1 extra nose, and I wrote it down right here. I don't know if my camera is gonna focus for us, but I originally, when I did my first shipment, I'm so sorry if anyone actually ended up purchasing the eyes because I think I was on something. Like the tape situation was so bad, guys. I promise it's gonna get better. And you know, I have a thermal printer, but like it was fighting me, and so I just like taped the addresses, and it was, sorry, I probably like set the planning back like a few years. And then I also tied the eyes with yarn and everything, but I'm not doing that anymore. I got these really cute little just small things off Amazon, and I'm putting everything in them because I think it's a lot easier for things not to get lost when I do it this way. When I originally had sent the first couple orders out, I didn't have these little boxes or these little things yet. So now I do it like this. I'm still shipping them in those small boxes as of right now, but if I continue to do it, I might look into doing poly mailers. My only concern that I have with poly mailers, and maybe people can let me know, or like doing an envelope, is I get more worried about it bending, increasing, and felt is one of those items like these eyes that if you crease it, it's gonna hold it and it's gonna show, especially like if you have, say, these bluey eyes and everything. The white vinyl is not as forgiving as the black vinyl, and if you hit a crease in it, it definitely shows. So I have concerns with using like the cheapest shipping method being those. So I guess since you guys are the customers and you guys are the consumers, am paying the shipping. I don't think the shipping is like that bad. I think it ends up being like $5 or something. So it doesn't seem that bad to me, and it comes in this small little box. But let me know y'all's thoughts. Like, I feel like it's worth the little bit extra to ensure that the felt eyes aren't gonna get creased. But then at the same time, I've received felt eyes in like small little envelopes and they have had creases, or I'm just like, all right, well, that's that. But I got the order done. We're gonna get this shipped out. And I want to say a huge thank you again to the person who ordered it. Like I said, I don't know if they really want their names to be like on, wow, my camera's having problems, guys. I don't know if they want their names to be on YouTube, but you know who you are, because you also emailed me. So like, you know who you are. You ordered the eyes. And I want to say a huge thank you. And I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has purchased the eyes for me so far. I think I only have like one bluey eye left, and I've got a few stitch eyes left. But besides that, like I said, I'm hoping maybe sometime in January I'll have another felt eye release. Let me know if you guys are interested in particular things, like certain characters. I think I'm gonna lean a little bit into things like Pokemon, or things like Karumi, my melody, kind of items that I feel like really need felt to complete the look. And I feel like a lot of that tends to be gaming characters, like Kirby, or some of the like video game characters I grew up with, like Mario, the eyes. It's like, I feel like it needs to be like that, and to really complete the look, opposed to a safety eye. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this different video. Vlogmas is really making me record different type of content that I usually don't record. So I hope you guys are enjoying it at least, because it would be great to know, because if you guys do enjoy this, then I actually would consider continuing to do it after Vlogmas, maybe not every single day. But it is fun to do other things besides my standard sit in front of the, not computer, what am I saying, camera, and do the same thing again and again and again and again. And like, I have almost 30 what I crocheted in a week videos. That's crazy. 30? And that's not even all of them. Sometimes I forget to like edit them, so there's more, guys. Ay, 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 ay. But without further ado, I'm gonna sign off. I got more, oh my gosh, my camera's having problems too. I have more customs to get started on, but thank you again to the person who ordered this, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. Bye!